2 years ago, this man came to my land and he brought revival. But within 6 months, the people of my land had rejected him. The conference that was supposed to take place, it had sold out. 2,000 people sold out 3 weeks before the conference. That doesn't happen in my land. I even told the man that was calling the gathering to happen that as I was with Apostle, when I was at Apostle's altar, the Lord already showed me that place wasn't big enough. And I told the man back in the UK, this is revival. This is not even big enough. 2,000 seater place, booked 3-4 weeks in advance. People were fighting over to come. And then they cancelled it. And there was a lot of accusation against this man. And I had to come before the Lord myself and say, Lord, I have men I have been with for 10 years in my land, doing ministry with them for 10 years. And I've just met this man. What do you want me to do? The Lord said, stand with this man. Believe that you know who this man is. Don't believe the accusations. You see, someone can say something about you, but if I know you, if I know his wife, if I know his pastors, if I know his worship team, who is this that brings an accusation? And so I went back to Uganda last year, April, a few weeks after this conference was cancelled. And I said to Apostle and his wife after the first session in a consecration camp, I said, forgive us, Apostle. Forgive my land for what they have done to you, for the way they have treated you, for the things that they have said to you. I repented on behalf of my land. But this is where it gets intense. Because the Lord called me to Africa. And last year when I came, it was 2 years into a 3-year consecration. And so for the last year, since last year, I had to make a decision to go back to Uganda again in December, back to Uganda again just in January recently, back to Uganda again in April, with all this stuff going on that people didn't know. I had to make a personal decision. And then 2 months ago, the same ministry decided to take these accusations public. It was not necessary. And I had to make a decision all again. But now it was public. A year ago, it was in the spirit. 2 months ago, it was a public decision. Martin, what will you do? And everything I'm sharing with you, the Lord has just downloaded this to me in the last 20-30 minutes while I was here. Why am I feeling a blockage? Why do I not feel like I can minister to people? Because this thing that I have just been through has been a very weighty thing. To go through all of that publicly in my own land and to say to the men of my own land, I am no longer going to do ministry with you. It's fine. Keep your ministry. To do that, that has been a very hard thing. But let me tell you something. That was my trade. I have made my trade with the people of my land I have traded my rights and privileges in my land to stand with this man, his wife, and his pastors. But what the Lord shown me is in this trade, when I stand with this man, I am standing for Africa. And so as I do this publicly right now, to trade this publicly, I am trading on behalf of my land, for this land, for the souls, for the generations, for the people of the land. It is a trade in the spirit. It is not endorsed by the kings of the earth. It is endorsed by the kings and people in high places in the spirit. That from here to eternity, I make this trade. That all of the rejection I've gone through in my own land, all of the misunderstanding, all of the betrayal, all of the hurt, all of the confusion, that where my land chose to believe accusations, I have been one that is choosing to believe in the revival of Africa. I make this trade for the revival of Africa. Lord, endorse this trade. Sign off this trade with your own blood. That the nakedness of this people will no longer be naked. The shame of this people, they will be clothed with your glory. Adam and Eve, they felt the shame in the garden when the glory left them. That they have to cover themselves with fig leaves. And all that has been branded upon Africa and brought shame on it, we bring it back right now. We reverse it right now. And we declare the glory of the Lord. Come and inhabit this land of Africa. Come and birth and breathe on this land of Africa. I declare today, the cry of Africa will be heard in the nations. The voice of Africa for the gospel will be heard in the nations.